Right, welcome to the channel. Cringe. How much does it cost me to build the garden office and workshop? So I've had loads of questions in terms of how much the costs have been to this point. It's obviously not 100% finished, but what I'm going to do is run through the time lapse of the build to this point and give you the different costs of the different items as we go through. So for kickstart the video, I'm just taking off the plastic off the soffit board here, and then the ground screws. So for the foundation, I used ground screws from a company called No More Digging. They're a franchise. I used the Thames Valley guys that are really good, and it came out at £1,800 for the ground screws. I'll talk about the OSB and the insulation in a minute, and I'll group all of that together because it's used throughout. But effectively, I've got Rockwool in the floor, and then I've got PIR insulation on top, and then here is Ega Protect board. So that came out at £740, and that's for the boards and all of the glue that I needed. Then the frames from a company called U-Roof, and that came in at £4,930, but about £530 of that was for delivery. So I had to organise that myself from U-Roof. OSB, so I've used 18mm OSB on the roof and 11mm around the walls. And the total cost for OSB has come in at £980. So again, like with the floor, you can see I've got the PIR first, and then I've put the OSB over the top. The roof kit was really good from Rubber for Roofs, so it includes the membrane, glue, and the trims. So that came in at £1,130. Here you can just see I'm adding the insulation. I also use quite a lot of insulation tape, so 3 rolls of that came in about £36. And then here you can see we're after the PIR lining the walls with the OSB, which again is 11mm, and again just using that insulation tape to try and seal all of the seams, just to try and make it as watertight as possible. Then we've got the breathable membrane, which came in at £80, and then the fascia was £265. That part of the roof trim again came with the roof. But then the batten, £120 on batten, which is around to support the cladding. Then the soffit board came in at £230. Here I'm just filling some of the gaps with insulation foam. Actually, on glue and expanding foam, I spent £180. So this is Western Canadian red cedar, which came in at £910. And then, as I said, inside we're doing the same, so filling all of the wall cavities with Rockwool. And then the other cladding, which was from Cladco, so I've got the roofing sheets around the side and the back, and then the front I've got these standing seam sheets. They came in at £1,050. And then the electrics first fix, which has already been done at this point, came in at £540. Obviously there's a second fix that still needs to happen. And then just to group all the insulation together, so like I said, I used Rockwool and 20mm PIR boards. The Rockwool came out at £880 and the PIR at £570. So that gives us a grand total of £14,441. My target was between 20 and 25,000, which I think I'm comfortably going to get into. The doors and the doors are going to be a big last cost, but that's the last bulky cost, and then it's just a bit of drywall and flooring, and then the electrics second fix. So I'll do the cost of those parts when it's finished. If you haven't seen on my Instagram account, I'm going over to Italy soon to start on the Puglia project over there, so give that a follow. Cringe. And I hope the video has been useful. You can ask any questions you want in the comments, and I'll try and answer them. And if it is useful, then I'll try and do some more detailed videos of the whole build, especially as I finish it. Au revoir, bruv.